Happy New Year. I've got 9 steps for you to not tap out so that you can be your badass self in your business and in your life. It's opposite to what you might think. What you might think is you start with time management. You might think, I got to get efficient. I got to use every minute of my time. I'm wasting so much time doing this, doing that. I'm a creative genius. I'm not really, efficient with my time. I've got to get efficient with my time. You might be thinking that. You're not entirely wrong. I submit you're just approaching it upside down. And let me tell you what I'm saying. I actually wrote some notes so that I got really clear about what I wanted to tell you. So here I go looking at my notes. You may feel tapped out or almost tapped out. I know I did this last year. I know some of the people in my community have been expressing how they came close. Maybe some of them who weren't expressing it actually did burn out. So I'm going to give you the steps of when you feel so tapped out, rather than going right to your time management, what to do first so that you do get to be in that flow state. You do get to be really happy. You do get to feel that your life is your own and that you can do your great work in the world, because that's, let's face it, what we're here for. And there are steps to get there. So number 1, recognize that you're in near burnout. Recognize that you are getting tapped out. My words for me over this last year, I was reminded, was I feel like my life is getting ripped away from me. Like everything I knew was literally coming apart. And if you feel like that or something similar, you're in step 1. So to recognize it and see yourself is very important and very valuable. After that, the next step is counterintuitive. It's rest. Okay? So rest, rest could look like that. Rest could look like this. Rest could look like just not getting up for an extra hour. Whatever you need to do to rest, I invite you to really listen to yourself. The next step after rest is deep rest. Deep rest, like deep sleep, is restorative. And if you're really tired, really burned out, really tapped out, or almost tapped out, that deep rest is critical. I didn't give myself deep rest during my crazy time. I did give myself some deep rest at the end of my year. And one of my big goals this year is to get lots of deep rest. Because I've got a lot in my life and I deserve deep rest. You deserve deep rest. Deep rest is critical to the rejuvenation of ourselves. Deep rest is critical when we want to create our best version of us in our work so that we can make a big impact in the world. So that is step 3, that deep rest. After that is open space. Open space could look like this. Open space for me, when I have come out of these times, these tapping out times, these near burnout times, I have found myself laying on the grass in my backyard and just staring up at the clouds. Deep rest and now open space has looked like me laying on my dock and listening to the waves, or going down to the wetlands and watching the birds and listening to the wind. That, if you don't have that, if you're in the city, go into a room, light a candle, shut all the shades, put on music. You can create your own place, your own open space, your own sanctuary. That is step 4. Step 5 is to open up to that newfound creativity because it's behind the curtain. You just needed all this stuff instead of pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and getting more efficient and da ba 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 ba. When you're over here, this is not going to work. It never has. It never will. Stop it. Be kind to yourself and go to those other steps. So step 5 is newfound creativity. It will come and just be open to it. Now, the next step is my favorite step. That step takes time and patience, and I'm working on patience. That's another big thing for me for this year. Flow. So step 6 is flow. When you're in flow, that newfound creativity has a place to expand. We're going to take that flowing creativity on Monday and pull it out into the world. Right? However, if you're still feeling exhausted, this is probably not for you. You'll need some rest first. If you're just absolutely pancake flat exhausted, take some time to rest because I really want so that those steps 4 and 5, that open space and that newfound creativity and that flow, that's Monday the 8th. So after that flow, that beautiful creativity and flow, now and only now could come the time management. Now time management is, it isn't a master. That's not what it is. It's, wow, look, I've got the flow. Now I want to just capitalize on my energy, my values. How do I not waste my day? The voices in your head may be saying, you're wasting your day. You're wasting your day. Oh, I'm so tired. Leave me alone. If that's you, go back to step 1. Go back to step 1. Don't be in step, what did I say? 7. You're in the wrong step. Okay? And after that time management, step 8, that's the efficiency. That's when you get used to it. You're like, oh yeah, look at this. Wow, I'm in flow. Now that things don't come in. Things will come in. Crises will happen. Believe me, they always, not if, when. When the crisis happens, then you'll be more ready because you will have rested. You will have deeply rested. You will have allowed your creativity. You will have allowed the flow. You will know about your time management. You will feel into your time management and align that with your values and adjust as required so that you become more and more efficient. And guess what step 9 is? It's the word that I hate to use, but it's okay in this state. Balance. Everybody wants balance. I want work-life balance. What the hell is that? Nothing is what it is. What it really is, balance. That is, where am I going to flow into so that my values, my flow, my managing the time, which is, it's just a social construct. Time doesn't exist, as you know. Well, anybody spiritual knows that time is actually not real. We live in the matrix, okay? But we do. We live in the matrix. Isn't that funny? We live in the matrix, but we live in the matrix. So we are in the matrix. I do have clocks behind me. I have clocks here. And while in the infinite wisdom of the universe, the truth is that time is completely not real. And right? The truth is that we're in the matrix and it is real for us right now. We are living here. You can touch me. I am in the 3D, right? So there's that. So that's number 9, that balance of both. So I'll bring you back to steps 5 and 6. Step 5 is that newfound creativity. And step 6 is the flow. When you come to the workshop, play shop, joy shop, amazing shop on Monday, expect to be challenged, to go to depths that you've never gone to before. Expect to be inspired. Expect to dream bigger than you have ever dreamed. And identify and take smaller steps that actually work than you have ever taken. Comment below what most inspired you from this amazing article. And I will see you Monday, the 8th. If for any reason you can't make it, there's no way you can change your schedule, which I actually don't believe, please message me, because I know that if this resonates with you, that it is for you. And that if this resonates with you and it is for you, that means that I am for you. And that means that we must meet and we must together create something that you have never created before. I can't wait to do it with you this year.